TV shows and cartoons and kids, you can probably find them on YouTube or on some nostalgic channel like MeTV. I encourage you to watch those programs. They are really, really good. Rosie was the maid of the house. The Jetsons were a futuristic family. Okay, it was a cartoon. Lost in Space was about a family that was exploring in the universe, and they got lost, disconnected from Earth, and the only people they had to talk to were aliens. And they had their own robot, and he was called Robot. So there was a guy who took care of the robot, and he was always, kind of interacting and getting in fights with the robot, and it was fun. So those are the key things. And it's kind of interesting when you think about robots of the past. There really isn't a lot. I mean, it's, what robots are there? And what really took off in the past was robots for industrial use. That's why I showed the robots for car assembly here. And that's still how cars are made today. Those robots are very, very mature and in use every day, making the cars that we use every day and take for granted. And then these are some of the robot toys of the past. There's this company, WowWee. Who had a WowWee robot before? Yeah, we got some. Which one do you guys have?
The same one.
This one? You have RoboSapien? You had the silver one? Great.
But that one broke.
Oh, sorry.
It's still put on top of our shelf.
Yeah, I understand. And the thing with WowWee, unfortunately, has left the U.S. market. We did used to sell their products. One of my favorite products, a demo of theirs, was the RoboQuad. So I had a RoboQuad that would demo, and people would pay me $100 for it. It was great. And then there was this thing called the Dragonfly, WowWee Dragonfly. And we used to sell a lot of those, but unfortunately, when the recession hit, WowWee detracted from the U.S. market. I haven't kept up with them, not sure where they're at now. Sony Aibo, anybody remember this one? He's a robot dog that acts like a real dog. And he's not available anymore either. Sony sold the rights off to some other company, and they might be coming out with him again, who knows, we'll see. But he's licensed off to somebody else. WowWee, maybe they'll come back to the U.S. market. We'll see. These are the robots of the past. Sound good? Oh, by the way, I have videos of almost everything that I'm showing if I click the picture. But I'm not going to show all the videos because I don't want to use all our time. However, later on, if we have more time after the activity, we can either all come back here, or if there's some parents milling around because it's kind of crowded over there and you want to watch some of the videos, you can just come here and click through and click the picture that you're interested in, and you'll be able to watch the video. Okay? Robots of the present. We have many different styles of robots for the present, but these are the ones for household chores. Do they look like Rosie?
Oh, the glitter robot, I once actually saw that once.
Oh yeah? You remember where?
Yeah,
You saw
from a magazine.
A magazine, okay.
Vacuum cleaners and what?
You saw the pool cleaner?
Yeah, the pool cleaner.
Yeah.
I stepped on it. It looked like I stepped on it.
You stepped on it?
Pool cleaner.
What'd you see?
My grandma has the gray pool cleaner.
Yeah?
And it tricked me on the diving board.
Tricked you on the diving board, wow. Well, that's great. And these that happen to be some of the products that we sell that are the home robots. There are other things too, but they don't look like Rosie yet, right? They're doing individual tasks. And, I mean, as of right now, how many people own a robot at home? I mean, obviously we do, but you guys have some? What kind do you have? Just the toys, or do you have any of these home robots? Who has a home robot at home? Yeah, so you see, they're not really everywhere yet. So that's why robotics is still kind of, people might call it niche. However, there's a tremendous potential. Whenever we sell one of these products to our customers, they give us the best feedback. They're so excited about it. They're so happy with it. You can just go on Amazon and read the reviews about some of these products, and your jaw will drop. So, okay, a product like this isn't necessarily for everyone. We weren't raised with it, we're a little unfamiliar with it. However, I think it is going to come to a day where, just like we all have a cell phone, we're all going to have robots in our home. Okay? So just making the point that these are available today, even though you don't see them everywhere. Okay, now let's talk about some other robots of the present. People may not realize some of the things that are out there and being used on a daily basis by our military and by our government, or by industry. drones make the news all the time, so we know about those. But isn't that amazing? A plane that it's not necessarily autonomous. I mean, there's a guy sitting driving the drone. Okay, and one of the interesting things about that is I know someone who knows a drone pilot, and he actually has a hard time. There's psychological issues with it because he goes to work every day, sits there, shoots bombs, right, and then comes home to dinner. So there's new issues that are going to arise because of drones. You got a question?
Actually, I want to tell you that there's actually a robot that in 2 years they're going to create that's like the unmanned drones. It is what it is like. Yeah, you can pay more, or you can go on Amazon and buy something. Or you can
Unmanned drones? Yeah, it would not surprise me that people are working on unmanned drones.
Same day delivery.
Right, and we've heard about Amazon looking at drones, and there's drones for hobbyists, you know, that instead of an RC car, you're going to have an RC drone. Do you have a question too?
No, I forgot.
Okay, that's when you remember, no problem. So, anyway, drones I think everybody's pretty familiar with. But were you aware that the military uses robots for disarming explosives? And then the police uses it for reconnaissance and, you know, also for bomb disarming?
I've heard that the firefighters also use them for like going into unsafe places.
That's right, exactly. And it was used at the Fukushima power plant because of the radiation. Everybody heard about the oil spill a few years ago, right? They had an underwater robot to fix that one. And then I found this robot that inspects volcanoes. That was pretty cool. You know, I didn't throw him up here because I figured everybody knew him. So. But yeah, that's a good one too. So, yeah. Did you? Yeah, the Mars rover is a really fantastic robot. It sure did. Sure did. How many knows about robot surgery? We got, oh wow, more than I expected. You actually tried it. Wow. You got to use it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did it make you want to be a surgeon? No?
Robot surgery. Whoa, cool.
Yeah, so just to be clear, the surgeon's still at the controls, okay? It's like the robot gives him better hands. He can be more steady and control it more precisely than if he was in there with doing it with his hands. So they don't let the robot do it himself. What'd you say? More hands too, good point. I see probably about 6 hands there,
Are
right?
those lights up there part of the robot surgery?
You know what? It's really kind of funny. I think the lights actually, it probably make more sense to have the light down here, but they may have just done it for the picture, you know what I mean? Because I think for him to see it, the light should be down here,
Because
don't you?
even a TV.
Yeah, it's more for these people to see it and stuff. You got a question?
What are they doing? Like, are they removing stuff or are they putting stuff in?
Great question, great question. I think what they're doing is whatever procedures they've been allowed to do with the robot, and the one that I saw, I didn't research it fully, but the one that I did see was like removing the gallbladder. So, you know, a gallbladder is it's part of your digestive system, and sometimes it goes bad, and they need to take it out so you can not be in pain.
Yeah, because it doesn't really have any.
Right.
Did like the robot just go in and only make like a little tiny hole? Just like go in and do.
Yeah, I think what you're saying is the robot less invasive than when you cut with a knife. And you're absolutely right. That's one of the reasons why it's advantageous. Absolutely. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Who knew that there was robotic art? Oh, we got some. All right. Now, what do you guys know? Because when I Googled it, I couldn't find a whole lot. So.
Well, I know there was a pen I saw in a magazine.
Yeah?
It was exactly like a 3D printer.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
great.
one time I saw.
So it was basically like a pen that could draw in the air and it actually appeared in the string.
Wow.
It's kind of like those twisty strings, but you're using a penny to twist it.
Interesting. Okay, who's next? You want to go next?
Isn't there like a robot that just vibrates and very circles with
Okay. Yeah, I actually saw somebody when I was researching this, I found somebody took hex bugs and did that. They took the hex bug nanos, dropped them in paint, and then put them on paper, and the hex bugs made their own art. Isn't that funny? Okay, what did you know? 3D printer, great. What did you know?
Oh, it is a toy company what a 3D doodler is. It's actually like a 3D printer.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. A 3D
Okay, yeah, which is it's this one, kind of like this one. So
So it
this
actually draws in 3D.
wow, draws in
That's
3D.
exactly what I was trying to say. 3D doodler.
3D doodler. Okay, I missed that one, and I'll have space for him on here. So thanks for the tip. How about you?
At my dad's work, they have this big Ferris wheel that moves because robotics move it.
Okay, great. Anybody else that's seen some robot art before? Well, this I think is going to be an up-and-coming trend. I haven't seen a whole lot, and if you would think there would be videos all over YouTube of this stuff, and there wasn't. But I think because of Arduino and Raspberry Pi and the availability of the parts and the ease of the programming, we're going to see many more artists getting into this, and we're going to have a lot more robotic art. Okay, who didn't hear of the self-driving car?
Oh, I heard of it.
Okay, who heard of the self-driving car besides me? Okay, a lot of people. Great, great. So, big companies. This is going to happen. First of all, they even passed laws in Nevada and California. It's legal there today. And, I mean, 2015, I think that's a stretch. But that's what some articles are saying. It's going to be out in 2015. When will it be everywhere? Who knows? But there's a lot of advantages. And the cars don't violate the traffic laws. Look how many lives can be saved, right? And you know they've already passed that law to put the sensor on the rear backup sensor because little kids like you guys, the driver can't see you when you get behind a car, and the cars were running little kids over. So now it's a law that new cars have to have this backup sensor. Well, that sensor's going to have to be there, so then the robot car could use that with its additional sensors, and next thing you know, if everybody has a robot car, they're all following each other down the highway. You could have a robot lane, all the cars are following each other, no traffic backups. Oh, won't that be great, right? You got a question?
Actually, I've heard of this entirely robotic car. It's supposed to come out in the near future. It's like the wheels can turn like this so you can move sideways.
Omnidirectional is what that's called. That's fantastic.
There was a Mythbusters episode when they made a car that was controlled by a controller. Yeah, and they were trying to see if it was on a ramp, and they put rockets on the back, and they were trying to make a car fly.
Wow, that's cool. That would be cool. We'll have to look for that
No, it
episode.
failed.
But a lot of advantages to this, and I think it seems so crazy, but it actually is less crazy than it seems. And I think it's going to happen. And these are some of the things that the universities are working on. So Harvard is focused on this robotic bee, and they're potentially thinking of having it actually pollinate crops, among other things, but you know that it uses the swarming technology where they kind of communicate with each other, and these flying bee swarms can do all kinds of things that we hadn't even thought of. And then swarm robotics would create some of the technology perhaps that could go into a bee swarm, where whatever this robot does affects what the one next to it does, and in this case, what this video shows is they started out random, and they on their own made an arm. So just amazing. I've known about robot fishes, but I didn't know about this robot fish by MIT. They're researching soft robotics and finding out that if you make the body of the robot soft, it's better. And they're experimenting with that, and they're using the fish as the platform for that. So lots of really incredible, amazing things going on.
Robot dragonfly.
Yeah, and it actually flies. And what's amazing about this one versus this one is Harvard still has to provide the power with the wire. But those guys, they got it flying with a battery. So he has no wire. Amazing.
Yay.
Who knows about Asimo?
Asimo.
Yay! Asimo is my favorite. Anybody, any adults, you guys know about Asimo? Okay, most important thing, who made Asimo? Honda. And Toyota has one too. So don't think this is just, they're tinkering. They're making products eventually, okay? In Tokyo University, we got the robot made.
Does it actually vacuum?
It actually does multiple tasks.
Actually, can a vacuum and a touch?
It's going to sweep the floor, but that one does dishes too.
Oh, but in the bottom, is there like a vacuum cleaner, or is it just like most?
This right here,
Yeah.
that's a floor sweeper, I think. You know, like a
Oh, I thought
like
it
a dry
actually,
mop.
I thought that under it, there's actually a.
Oh, you think
vacuum
this?
cleaner.
Yeah, probably not, but that's a good way to do it. I like that
It
idea.
sweeps the
Yeah.
floor while vacuuming. and
That's
the
a good idea.
wonderful
You could put the vacuum right in there. I like that idea.
And what was the roof?
Yeah, they're working on making it actually fold laundry. So incredible, right? Well, I planned for us to watch the Asimo video together because Asimo to me is the coolest thing ever. So we gotta watch Asimo. And there's probably better videos out there, but I was short on time. This is one I picked, so it is what it is. So these are some of the things Asimo has done in the past. Okay.
I think there's.
Are they gonna make us watch a commercial?
No, that, yeah, they make us have to watch a commercial. 5, 4, 3.
Pizzeria and pretzel.
I'm sorry, this is junk food. Kids, close your eyes.
Is that junk food?
Yeah, no junk food. Does he look like a guy in a suit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's really himself. Like, there's nobody in the suit. I want to make that clear. Okay? He's bringing the drinks. That's right.
No, I just before I do that now.
I apologize for the German. I have no idea what she's saying, but I know it's German. responding to the sound of her voice. He's gonna run now. Probably was calibrating his balance when he did this. That's probably what he was doing. Yeah. That's amazing. I think it may have been Carnegie Mellon that did the algorithm for that, because I saw that a couple of years ago. So now they have it integrated.
You can walk upstairs.
They're going to show him walking up the stairs. They might show that. Yeah? I'm sure he can, actually. If he's got the balance, he's got everything he needs. He just needs to do it. There you go. He's doing it on 2 feet. See if he does that's kind of a little dance there. No one's controlling him. That's the whole point. So they don't have someone hiding in the bed. He's controlling himself. Yeah. It's a huge area of research, and well, one thing, while he's climbing the stairs here, let me try to explain. Why are they doing this? It's like, do I really want this metal guy running around my house? Yeah. Well, in Japan, it's actually a huge problem. They don't have enough population. Their population is declining, and they're concerned who's going to take care of the old people. So it's actually solving for Japan. It will come to Japan first, and it's solving a real problem in Japan. He did. Let's see if he can go down the stairs without tripping. Yeah, it's scary, isn't it?
Turn into a car. Starts walking upstairs then. Also wrong.
It sounds like she spoke to the wrong command to him. She started laughing like because he didn't do what she said.
The command is probably really specific.
Yeah. Yeah. She might have an earpiece in it, so they told her. Or he had to reboot something. Are you ready now? She says. There he goes. Wow, and it wasn't even baby steps. One after the other, and he didn't fall forward. Look how he's so top heavy, and he didn't. Isn't that amazing? I think there's only a little bit left, so it doesn't go for an hour, so you don't have to worry. I think at the end he does a dance or something. You know, I mean, this is what he's in right now, and I'm sure they'll make him more friendly and soft-bodied and all that stuff. You know, at the end of the day when they sell him, but this is what they're using for right now. So. Yeah. then he won't hurt any of the electronics there inside.
Well, he's gonna
They'll
have to
figure
learn
out the
to
best.
read
I'm sure they're
numbers.
working on what is the best way to package him. So they'll figure it out.
He's gonna have to learn to read numbers because of
You
that.
know, notice
Yeah.
on the gymnastics now, they might put that on his outside layer.
He also needs to learn how to handle the rail. Or see the box.
Oh, he's gonna kick a ball.
See how far he can. Because don't they play soccer?
How many
Yeah.
osmoles are there in the world?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Well, like,
It showed it.
Yes, maybe somebody who's bored can Google that.
no problem.
I know he cost something like $1 million or $2 million, something like that. So he's not cheap. But when they make $1 billion osmos, then he's gonna be cheap, right? Cheap will be like probably 200,000 would be the starting price, like a house. So that sounds like a lot.
You skimmed it.
Yeah.
But he's a big butterfly, so
Look at.
Yeah, there you
we
go.
don't have.
That would be challenging. The ball's so heavy, right? How strong is he?
If you want to play soccer, no one might want to play with you.
That's right. If you got good at soccer, you could do
You
that.
could make him slow motion, fast motion.
Or your tennis partner, I have that problem. I like tennis, but I need someone of my skill level to play with. Robot tennis partner, wouldn't that be great?
That would be, you would be good if you could have a remote that was fast motion and slow motion.
Yeah.
Pause. I could have a nerf.
You know what? I'm sure he's going to have a remote too, because, some people always like to control things. So.
It says just under $1 million a piece.
That's how much they cost?
Yeah, valued at somewhere under $1 million.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
How much?
You can rent it for $100,000.
$1 million right now. Yep. Okay, this is the end of the video where he doesn't
Well, I really want to watch the video for the litter box one.
Okay, well, we're going to do the demos and activities first, and then if we have time, we'll come back and watch that one.
Imagine if he does a sprinkler. That would be good.
What is the sprinkler? Oh, okay. Nice.
What happens
Yeah, so all right, let's give Massimo a hand, huh? Is that fun?
I don't want to. 3, 2, 1, 0. Skip ad. Press skip ad.
Okay, so back.
So we're going to
This is
the,
Tokyo University.
Well, no, first we're going to talk about how to become a roboticist. Who wants to be a roboticist after seeing this?
when I grow up,
All right, we got about half of them. All right, yay. Well, after we do the activity, you'll all want to do it. Okay. So how do you do it? I mean, who plays with Legos? Who doesn't play with Legos? Oh, wow, look, the whole room. See, you're already halfway there. Legos are a really important thing to play with when you're little. Science toys, glad you're getting ready for those. There's educational robot kids. Ask your parents for that for Christmas.
You don't show off actually working right now.
I want that yellow.
Now, if with your parents' help, you could get the Arduino and start experimenting now. You don't have to wait, right? But by the time you get to, it's really cheap. But by the time you get to high school or junior high, you could actually be doing it yourself, right? Why not? It's that easy. It really is. And there's a lot of different ways you can study robotics in school as you grow up. The schools will have more and more what they call STEM programs for your parents. STEM, get used to that word. In Barrington, we have Project Lead the Way at the high school, and the high school is recommending that anyone who wants to get into an engineering program, make sure they sign up